Good afternoon, my friends. Miss Karen here. Today, I'm going to be sharing a fun activity that you can do that is also surrounded by STEM. So what we're going to make today is a DIY parachute. And while we're making a DIY parachute, we're going to be learning about air resistance. So my friends, what is air resistance? So air resistance is something when we're looking up big in the sky and think, what is air? Air is composed of gas molecules, and as you move around, they're pushed aside. Now, the larger space that you occupy and the larger surface area that you have, a greater amount of air resistance results. So when you make something, or you're like a parachute that we're going to be making today, or you are actually a person in a parachute and you drop it in the air gets trapped and it slows you down when you're moving fast. So what we're going to need to make a parachute are a few things. You're going to need a paper napkin, or you can also use a coffee filter. I have a paper napkin right here. You're going to need some string, some tape, and some scissors. So you're also going to need some adult assistance with this since you're going to be using scissors. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need, and one more thing that you're going to need, you're also going to need a little figurine. Now, I have a little Lego figurine right here, but you can use any small object that you have. So to get started, you're going to take your paper napkin or your coffee filter. You're going to open it up just like this. Now, you want to count the corners of the paper napkin. So let's see how many corners we have. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so next what you're going to do is you're going to take your string and you're going to ask your adult to assist you. You want to cut 4 pieces of string that are the same size. So you're just going to kind of see how long you want the parachute to be. So I'm going to choose maybe about this long. So you need 4 pieces of string, the same size, just like this. So what you're going to do is when you cut your string, you are going to tape it onto each corner. So remember those 4 corners that I showed you? You're going to tape 1 piece on this corner, 1 piece on this corner, on the 3rd corner, and on the 4th corner. So you're going to end up with 4 pieces of string on all corners. After you're done that, you're going to want to tie your little figurine that you've chosen onto your string. Now there's different ways that you can do this. You can either tie it onto your object that you have, if you can easily tie it on. Otherwise, you can also try to tape it on. With my object, I have taped it on. So you're going to want to do that. Now, after you've done those steps, it's going to look like this. Now, I've made a parachute in advance, and my little character here, I don't know if you can see it, is Elsa from Frozen. So this is what your parachute's going to look like. So you're going to have your parachute at the top, you're going to have your 4 strings, and you're going to have your little figure. Now, families, you can try out different figures or different objects. So this can be the part where science takes in and you're asking your kids different questions such as, which figures do you think will drop faster? Which figures do you think are going to drop slower? So why don't we do a little test? After you're done making your parachute, you can have fun with this. You can stand up high, you can let go from down low, and see how fast or how slow your parachute goes. So let's try it out. I'm going to let it go just from here and see it fly down. Woo! Let's see it again. Okay. Let's see how fast or how slow it goes. Well, that went a little bit faster. How fast or how slow can your parachute go? After you've made your parachute, investigate and observe with your kids. Ask questions such as, if we drop it from up high, how slow do you think it's going to go? If we use a different object such as a rock, is it going to go faster or is it going to go slower? Other ideas that you can do is to use different kind of fabrics for your parachute. So I've mentioned that you can use coffee filters, paper napkins. I also have here a piece of felt, and you can ask your children to guess which ones they think are going to go faster or slower. Now, my friends, let's take a closer look at how the parachute works. So here's my friend Ted. Ted has a parachute attached to him. So over here we have something called gravity. So when Ted goes down in his parachute, that means he's going to be pulled down. But because the air resistance is going up into his parachute, it's going to slow him down, which means it's going to make for a much safer landing for Ted. And that's what we want when we are using our parachute. We want our little friends to be nice and safe when they land. So other things that you can ask as a family when you make your parachute are questions such as, what do you think is going to make the parachute go to one side? What do you think is going to make the parachute go super duper fast? Or what do you think is going to happen if we throw the parachutes? So you can take this activity and learn in so many different ways. It's also a great way to talk to your child about cause and effect. If you try different things with the science experiment that you're doing, it's going to result in different results. So get your children to practice guessing, hypothesis. What do they think? Have fun with them being a little investigator. So I hope you had fun with this STEM activity. And I hope you have fun this afternoon trying out your little parachutes. And I want to hear from you. If you make a parachute, drop a comment down below and let us know how it went. Did it go fast or did it go slow? I hope you guys join us again next Friday for another STEM activity. It was fun joining and talking to you guys again, and we'll see you soon.